remember.
So Bellany remembers after her vision of the history in the other room that it was another room. She recalls about how they found Lightbringer in the room, just in a trance, and how they try to pull him off of something, and went into a vision. And afterwards, the portal was active. So Bellany came into the room that Lightbringer was. So Bellany comes into the room, and there is like a blue stone, a very deep blue stone, almost platinum.
She's reading her homework.
No, I'm a deep platinum. Yes.
So, what do you want to do?
Don't want to touch it because I'll go into a trance. So I'm gonna yell for them to come in here.
Okay, they're close enough for you to hear. So Bellany hollers. What do you all do?
So Sir Charles said he would come. Wolfie's gonna come.
You explained to me what Lightbringer done?
Yes, because you weren't in here. And Wolfie and I can communicate. So I tell her also.
Alright. So, do you all bring Zeph or you let go of Zeph?
Oh, we bring Zeph.
Right.
Okay.
Can I sense that rock?
All your abilities. It's just a really cool rock.
No.
It's a very deep staff.
So, but I'm not drawn to it like I was drawn to this one.
It's a very platinum-like. You see it, and it's like bright and shiny. It's like almost like it's as bright as the sun to you, but you don't have access to eyes.
But I just feel a really big glow.
Yeah, like you feel it.
So I'll say...
that thing seems magical. That rock there, Zeph.
One of us have to touch this. Since Lightbringer touched it, does one of us have to touch it to activate the portal?
That's what I was going to say. I imagine that somebody...
Well, since Lightbringer was a paladin, you want me to touch it since I'm a paladin?
You just thought you were clergy.
Yes, you can do that.
I'll reach out and place my hand on it.
Touch it. So, a platinum light encircles you, and you are frozen.
So now we go to a trance.
So no one else is frozen, just you, and everyone around sees it.
So now I say we probably have to touch him to activate the portal.
All right. So Bellany touches, and so does Wolfie, and again.
Well, Wolfie and Sir Charles were both holding Zeph, so if Wolfie's touching, then Zeph is too.
So poor Zeph is stuck by those
Ankyl, if everybody's doing a group hug, Ankyl's going to go up there.
So do you touch them or the stone?
Looks like they're just touching each other. So
group hug.
Yeah.
So Zeph, how do you touch them? Do you just?
He's being held by.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the legs are being touched. So Zeph's still out of it. So he has the ability for his arms to reach or do whatever.
I guess I just hold hands with somebody.
So whose hand would you like to hold, Zeph?
Who's closer?
You do have a thing for tieflings. so,
do they make you?
We're not getting any pictures tonight. I'm just kidding.
I got some over there. I don't think I got one there.
So you appear into a room. Everything ticks back, and the great stone floor comes up and reemerges, and like the great lava is gone, and of course across the way you see actually a great throne room with a slightly larger than normal. Looks sort of like an Asmar in a glorious suit of gold and shimmering crystal armor with great bright wings that are whiter than white, sitting, tapping his hand on his throne, then tapping his foot impatiently. So you all cannot move. So there's nothing happening, and through the sky comes a great crash, and the ceiling opens up. And Muhammad comes in. So Muhammad is squealing and squawking. You all have a hard time making out. So he's flapping and flapping. The angelic creature that before you flies up and casts his wings. I don't know if that'll work or not.
Maybe with a bigger base.
No.
You want to use... Is this too big? Can he stand on my...
I have the square base.
Oh, where did it disappear to?
I thought I saw it earlier.
It was over there in that corner.
Good enough. So he sort of floats and this suit of armor sort of challenges Muhammad. So it's saying several things. Now, it's an ancient language that you all are having a hard time understanding. What? It's never been spoken in your lifetime. So, but a few words sound slightly familiar. It's through. If you all will, do a perception check, because it's loud. There's a lot of other stuff.
I'm in the butt.
Bad.
I made a 1.
Another one?
No.
Yeah.
I had
22.
For both your characters?
I had a 10.
Oh. Iron Kill.
So we have 22.
Iron Kill's got a 7.
Belny rolled a 13 and Wolfie rolls a 10.
So between the flapping and the clashing and everything, there's one word, and the only person that makes out this word is the paladin. So he hears something that sounds like mother.
Okay.
That's the first time he hears it. It's very similar to like an old language. Like it sounds mother. This word keeps getting repeated several times.
Is it Samuel Jackson?
So, but then you think that no, that means daughter. Yeah, that's what it is. So as it's going and screaming, sort of floating back and forth, it's like through they're like flying, and they're over this. Remember, the floor is still there. So they're still going through. They're getting closer to each other. But then the way it's being said, you don't think it means daughter, but it's definitely female derivative. You're going through. Do history now, Paladin.
Natural 1.
Oh Lord. We are not rough.
Rolls are not happening tonight.
So, okay, so natural one. I'm just like that because you just needed a 5. Congratulations. But it's definitely something talking about some type of female.
And some family relation, right?
So, don't know. You all don't know it.
Well,
So then you see this great angelic celestial type being pull a sword, and from the sword it's like it glows, and he brings down this great crest of lightning that hits Bahamut, that makes him crash through the floor, opening up this great chasm into the ground, and it wells up all the lava and heat that comes through. You realize that it's light that's through that makes that. It fills up the chamber with not fire, not heat, but an angelic, great, radiant, burning flame that encompasses.
Do we all
You all
see
seen
that
this?
part?
Everyone's
Okay.
seen it. So, and then the angelic figure takes his sword and points it and casts some type of light down into it. It's almost to add to it. So, and it turns and it flows. So, it turns its back to you, spreading its wings. When it spreads its wings, you see the great whites and golds and silvers turn and fade to more grays and ashes, as if his very being is being burnt by this radiant light below him. It's like darkening, corrupting, making his armor no longer shiny as his wings go. He then looks up, it's like in the hole Bahamut created, and he flies up through it and seals it. So leaving everything in darkness here. So you sit there for a few minutes after witnessing Bahamut Bahamut then crashes up, weakly crawling up onto the throne that he had crushed. Oh, that the great angelic being, celestial, is set. He then crushes it and knocks it into the flames itself, and he struggles.
I think the dragon's hurt.
So
We should go help him.
it then attempts to fly, and it opens. And it opens a portal that's in front of him, and he fades through the portal. And with this, the vision is done, and you appear in the room.
You left out.
I left out some stuff,
Yes.
but I also added something else.
Yeah, you did, but you still left out one important part.
Maybe.
And that was the whole point of him being here.
So there was, like I said, there was lots of talking, but
somebody didn't show up. That's supposed to be there.
someone didn't show up.
Are you metagaming?
No,
I'm
so-
talking out of game with you.
Yeah, so something didn't show up.
I was not talking in Zep's voice.
But your hand wasn't on your
Well, he knew I was talking out of game with him.
So you've now been released.
Well, that was
What was
strange.
that?
Well, that looked like the guy that showed up in my tunnel. Except for his bigger.
But Bellamy, it's like, senses something.
No, that wasn't him. That was the other one.
So Bellamy can't quite get your finger on it, but something was different. I was like, it's like it was some, like you saw some of it, but you saw more before.
Sir Charles, what did you just say?
I said, the way they were speaking, one of the words just. At first, I thought it was mother, and then it sounded like daughter, but it's something to do with some a female or something.
Okay, is there something I can roll to see? Since I didn't know the language, something I can roll.
Well, the only
from
daughter
what
of
he...
Bahamut that I can think of is the queen.
So the major difference the last time you were there, you had a worshiper of Bahamut there.
But none of us.
I got a piece of
are.
Sonny in me that spoke in Draconic, but
But they were talking something.
it wasn't in Draconic.
It was something ancient. Yeah.
Deep speech.
No, it's not deep speech
No,
either.
because I have some deep speech
No,
knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a godic, a version of deity speak.
Celestial.
Nope, this is old.
Old.
And what happened here was not 2,000 years ago. It was longer than that.
So,
It was long ago.
I mean, I realize that part of what was different is that we don't have that. But
Yeah. It's like there was some stuff happened. It's like it sort of skipped to the. It sort of skipped a couple pieces.
okay, so, but can I roll to? Is there anything I can roll
Like
about his comment?
about the daughter,
Yeah,
the daughter or mother.
or mother or whatever.
Sure, I think you can roll.
Roll what?
Just insight. You saw it's a very animal, so I'm going to give you like you're sort of reading
Body language.
body language.
Not very well.
So, Wolfie still. I'll give you a chance for Wolfie
Oh.
too,
It's not.
because Wolfie's there too. So like Wolfie understands animal instincts even more than you.
Probably better than I do.
I even let you add Wolfie's proficiency bonus. That's a +4. So you get the insight.
So 9, 13, 17.
Wolfie doesn't really talk about it much, but Wolfie, in her mind, a lot of times, tieflings have brothers and sisters quite often, but they're usually different from them. They usually look normal. Very, very rarely do two tieflings that make more tieflings have multiple children to bring into the world, but she remembers being very protective and almost acting that way about family. She was never that way over her mother and dad. But she did remember being quite agitated
Sister.
over a sister or brother.
And since it was a female word, so
That's-
Wolfie has a sister
No, she's just referring to,
in general.
so Charles is the one that mentioned that he understood it was a female derivative, because he went from mother to daughter, but it's another maybe female type word. So, but with this, the glowing gem that you're in the room disappears, and it stops glowing.
Okay.
So with this, you all feel like magic in a way. It's like some type of like feeling of power close by.
It's glowing. Something else glowing. More power. Hey, Zap. Left foot, right foot.
So I'm thinking probably that is the portal because after the trance
Well,
and we return. So I'm gonna go check it out, and Wolfie's gonna come with me.
All right,
I don't know if
so
anybody else is.
so you all are at the portal. So it's like reactivated after some time of dormantness. Like I said, it's been a long time since it's been activated or used in any capacity. So in each of your all's heads that was with the time dragon, which is only 2 of you.
Seconds.
So you all realize that this is a portal. What would you like? It's like where would you like to go?
Well, we figured it out. We found the portal, so that part of the thing is done. So, did the devil say anything? I mean, demons say anything about where we're supposed to go to right this wrong or find out who? So, we need to find somebody who's not supposed to be here. So, can you think of anybody that's not supposed to be here? I can only think of that drow.
So each of you all could roll insight for maybe something that'll pop in your head.
Woohoo!
Another natural one.
No. Insight. That is a 34.
What?
I got a 19. Oh, that's passive. Never mind.
Like what?
I'm like, it's like something.
That's passive. 24.
Okay.
Insight's not that.
I'm like, I was like, okay.
I had 13.
So 13. Sadly, you weren't there with the time dragon.
Huh?
So, but who was?
Rocky.
Who?
Rocky's been in the presence of the time dragon, and so
It
is.
wasn't Rocky. Your little friend was there for the whole thing. He's not on the board technically.
Yeah.
No, he's in my stomach.
Yeah. So he can roll.
Okay. That was his role.
Oh, that was little one.
Yeah, that was
Well,
Little
well,
One's
you-
role. He has the best insight.
Oh, well, I said each of you.
Oh, well, Einkill gets a 6.
Okay. So the little thing remembers the time dragon a lot.
Wolfie and I both rolled a 13.
13s.
So we had all 13.
So 13.
Sir Charles, what did you have?
I rolled a 7, but I wasn't there, so.
Yeah. So it's,
Well, perhaps we're supposed to find. I'm talking to Zeph in his head.
well, so Zeph and so you all are keep talking about the time dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Wolfie in her head keeps thinking about the time dragon, and that. So how did he put it? Needed a portal.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to think. I mean, exactly how he worded it. I mean,
To open a portal.
Find the portal that we have opened.
but he never gave a definition as to where we needed to go.
So your all's natural. So your natural wisdom and thought process going. We need more information.
Huh? Is there another time dragon?
So you never saw. None of you've ever seen this dragon to begin with.
No. The only dragon I know of that we could talk to is at Highball.
Well, hop on. Let's go to Highborn. Where's that?
Where did the mama dragon go?
Which mom? Oh, which mom?
The one who she and I spoke, and
What, the deep?
The red dragon.
yeah, the red dragon.
This in the
thank you.
west.
It's still in the west, and then of course the deep dragon had eggs too.
Where's
In the Underdark.
See, the only dragon I know of is a Highborn.
Yeah, and then he knows dragon.
Highborn.
Ivorn.
That's the only one I know.
and
Right.
I mean, I guess at
I'm
this
swimming
point
around
I
in his
can
head
say-
trying to figure out who this Highborn is.
Oh, shut up.
You've
Andy.
met, like you've been to Highborn Manor,
At this
and you
Rocky
met the
one.
dragon as Rocky because you punched it.
Yeah,
Okay.
punch it.
At this point, I can say that there's a dragon in the west that we encountered and one underground that we encountered.
Yes, but the thing is, you all have portals to those places.
Mhm.
It's like, so you're thinking about. It's like why go to this portal if you already have portal
Have a
to those
portal,
other places?
yeah.
Because you have a portal to the deep dragon, you have a portal to the
the
dragon to the west.
That one's in Highborn.
Yeah, there's.
Do you think the time dragon meant to portal to him? But we don't know where he's at.
I wonder if
Well,
we
how does
step
it
on the
work?
portal, it'll take us to him.
Oh, so everybody think about the time dragon and we jump on. I'm in his head, by the way. He's
I
not
know.
going to hear me.
I don't know if that works like that. Why don't you just shut up in that?
Left foot, right foot.
If I had some
I
salt,
try to move him to the portal.
Constitution check.
if I had some salt, I would salt you out of my head.
So the only thing natural.
There's
one-
no need for violence. That would be assault.
So he's stepping up. It's like the legs are on, and in your head you're thinking time dragon.
That's what I'm thinking.
So the portal's glowing.
You're not in my head though. I mean, you can't control my thoughts.
No, you're like this legs.
So, does that mean just the legs will teleport with me?
So well, Zeph fights it and pulls back. By being on the portal, though,
Does it spit me out?
it doesn't spit that out.
Oh, I don't know what you did with the other one.
What did I do with the little guy? Oh, there he is. So,
Ha! I finally got rid of you.
so Charles, do you step onto the portal?
Let's do it.
I still have your body in my bag, so you better behave.
Well, if he steps on, so
Yep.
you step on.
Yep.
Does Zeph want to step on? Are you going to be here next week? Okay, so the choice is yours if you want Zeph to step on or not.
If you don't, you're going to be stuck down here by yourself.
No, he can use.
I don't know.
He knows how to use the portal to go somewhere else.
They could take the portal home.
So he knows.
But will it stay activated
As-
after this
All
one
it is,
charge?
actually.
Yeah, as long as you, if you all keep using it, it won't go
Oh,
dormant.
okay.
But it's just like I said, it's been months since it was used. So does Zeph want to step on? So Zeph says, what do you do with the body of?
I take it out of my bag of holding and chuck it in.
So Zeph says, see you. So the portal spins. Zeph's left behind. Does Zeph get on the portal and go?
I go back to go back to
Upshawn.
Upshawn.
Wait till you walk into your restaurant.
I should have taken a picture of us on the portal instead of writing.
I still have you on the portal. Wait, that's not. Where's the? have some stuff prepared. I gotta make sure I got the right one. You are. No, I got the right thing. So the portal comes spinning.
We're not done.
Well, I figured we were almost finished here because you all
So-
said you wanted to stop.
The portal goes spinning, and there you appear, and you see a lot of walls. And then it's like you look and there's like walls everywhere, and luckily the will-o-wisp is drawn back into the body. So, and you look, and everyone's looking around. And look, and there's great walls of stone and moss and all sorts of other stuff growing. And everyone do me a perception check.
17 for bulwark and 16 for iron kill.
All right.
13 for Wolfie.
I need to know who's the highest.
And 15 for Belny.
Were you the highest? So again, everyone steps off the portal, but the portal stays there.
Oh.
So, and when you all look, you know, of course, normally when you get off the portal, things happen. And you look, the portal, pieces of it flow to you. So, and each of you all in some article of clothing have what looks like a weird H embroidered into it. So you may choose what clothing or weapon or article has it. It's your forehead.
No.
So it's your forehead, and with this, the portal then goes dark, but it's still drawn on the ground.
Mm.
So, and with this, using the perception check, the one thing everyone's looking at that, except Bulwark, who happens to look up because he's seen these walls, because everything's larger than him. So when he looks up, but he notices something in the background behind the area that he's looking. He turns and looks up, and he looks up, and he looks up, and he looks up, and he sees a great spire with a great round cylinder, like round cylinder at the top. The clouds look like it's night, but yet except it's bright. The sky is dark. What looks like swirling stars, but they're like almost like swirling like drains. So, but again, and across this, for lack of a better term, looks like a donut sitting on top of a large spire, thousands of feet up in the air, but yet still so huge.
Guys, I think I know where we're supposed to go.
So,
I run over to Belny.
they've not looked yet. They're looking around.
Look.
Like it's like you're all looking at some of the great. There's no carvings. There's nothing like that.
So you're telling me to look up. So I look up.
And again, then really, Belny sees this massive skyscraper that looks like it touches and pierces the black night sky, even though it's bright out. You're not in a cave. So, at all.
This place is weird.
See,
I agree.
So-
So I say everyone else should look up also.
I'm gonna kick off the divine sense.
Okay. So you're looking for.
Just to get a better feel of everything.
Hmm.
If you try to detect divine in a divine place, it overpowers you.
You're on a divine place. That's
Oh,
the
good.
problem. That's the problem. So it's like you feel both. You feel both good and evil emanating everywhere in equal parts. The nice thing is your hammer's active.
Okay.
So like you sort of feel a connection to Tyr. It's weak, but it's there. So
Drop to one knee and say thank Tyr.
so and a tear rolls down your eye. Anyway,
Did you all hear me say to look up?
yeah. So you all look up into the blackened sky, and again you see this massive spire that glistens up there. Does anyone want to climb up one of the walls to get a better look? So,
I guess Wolfie can.
no, well, yeah, you're
I
not.
can't.
So,
I'll tell him.
yeah, so Wolfie climbs up and looks. So, when Wolfie looks around and she sees, for what looks like miles and miles of a great labyrinth, or maybe more so what you could call a maze. So, the end. I'll see you all next week.
I did just print a Minotaur figure.